All right, I'm going
Okay.
live. Hello, guys. How are you? I'm so excited to be here. I'm all bundled up. I'm actually in Idaho. I flew here from South Carolina to Idaho. And I absolutely am excited to have you guys have a chance to create along with our creative partner, Jessica. So make sure she's to say hi, make sure she feels welcome. She's pulling up the comments. Say hi, Jessica, while you're doing that really quickly.
Hello.
So you're Maryland, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. So any Marylands in the crowd? We were just talking about weather. It's definitely Idaho is a lot colder than South Carolina, but I'm in Idaho right now because we're doing our annual year-end meeting, planning for the new year. So a lot of exciting things coming, but just a lot of work finishing it up. And anyways, so you were telling me in Maryland it was like 75 last week or yesterday and 30 today, like whiplash. Right?
Yeah, it literally dropped 40 degrees and we had rain and then we had snow this morning and you could just wait a second and it would change. Like
Oh boy.
if it would change its mind. It was insane, but that's 2020 for you. So
Right, this is true.
yes.
And also perfect weather to just stay inside and create. Sounds like you've been playing a little bit with card making, which is what she's going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn that time right over to you. I'm so excited to see your adorable card that you have to create. So
All right. Thank you.
you bet. Hey, and then Jess, I didn't tell you, but on Zoom is on your phone is where you're going to end the video. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll make you a host and then you just reach up on your phone instead of on Facebook to end it.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Have fun.
Thank,
Let's do this.
thank you. Hello, fellow crafters. I am back. This is my second time. We are going to be making a card today from our 2020 card making idea book. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before. If you haven't, I just wanted to show you a few special things about this before I could jump into my card. Not only is it for cards, but it can also be for projects for birthday parties. As you see here, they have pieces on a cake. They are using our stencil on this other page to do cookies for cookie decorating. This shows you a cute little way to dress up an envelope. And I marked these pages so I knew what I was doing. With Christmas coming up, you can make your own tags. So there's cute ways to do that. Ornaments. If you ever wonder what to do with that cardboard piece that comes in scrapbooks or in paper kits, save them, because right here it shows you can put an ornament right on it and make it your own. So why wouldn't you want to do that? And also another thing that I noticed today is you'll see a QR code that you can scan with your camera on your phone, and it will download free printable card greetings. It will also give you more ideas for certain pages or different cards or whatever you want to do. So you'll see those throughout the book on several different pages. Here's one showing you for a free printable, and it will tell you about different things. This one will tell you how to paint a window on a mason jar, how to create your own treat bags. So this book is absolutely amazing. It's $18. It has 176 pages in it, over 350 handmade card designs, and 40 do-it-yourself paper crafts. So I highly suggest getting this book along with our regular idea book. So today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to make this I love you because card. I'm changing the saying up a little bit, but I'll be going off of this idea. So the first thing that I'll do is, if I already don't have a pre-cut card, a lot of times I just buy the pre-cut cards. I just get cardstock. I am going to do a 5x7 card since it's a little bit bigger. So I will just fold my cardstock and make sure The crease is really good. And I need to cut it down. So as Susan was saying, the weather here in Maryland is a bit crazy. It changes pretty much a couple times a day. I love winter. I'm not complaining about winter because winter is my time. I don't like to be hot, so I don't mind when it's 30 some degrees outside. And I'm actually ready for snow. If we're going to be locked in the house, we might as well have something to be locked in the house about. All right. Get my other paper cutter. Hello, everyone that has been jumping on. If you have any questions or comments, I will try to check it as I'm going. So I just basically cut my card to a 5x7. I want to make sure you can see everything okay. I went ahead and for the card itself, if I can keep that in there or not, I went ahead and it looks like I'm going to need a background piece. I'll need something for the pot and flowers and for the stems as well as a decoration on the flower pot. Of course, feel free to make it the way you'd like it. I was going to try to do bright, colorful. So I will just lay one of my photo mats down in the middle of my card. Hopefully that's straight. I don't think my cut is straight. Yes, Brandy, we do enjoy the scrapbook store. But where are we enjoying it at? Which one is it the one we like? Oh, in Myrtle Beach. Yes. We love the scrapbooks by the sea. Okay, so I will start with my flower pot. I think I'm just going to eyeball it. It did not come with a specific template for this. We use the templates for something else. So I'm just going to freehand it. So Susan and I were talking a little bit before I went live, and I chose to do this live because card making is what I'm into right now. I've done scrapbooking for about 12 years. It has become very overwhelming to me just because I'm so far behind, as I'm sure other people are too, but I have chose to start with card making. I've done it before, but I'm fairly new to doing it as much as I have been, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it's less overwhelming. I haven't sent, well, I can't, I've sent maybe a few cards, not a lot. I have a hard time deciding if I'm going to send my cards because I like making them so much and I think that they're nice. So I have a hard time sending them. That is a problem for me. I do have 2 cards out to be sent tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way. I hope I'm not. But I would hope that, you know, unlike store-bought cards, someone doesn't see it and just toss it. A lot of the cards that I make are from card kits. Kiwi Lane has amazing card kits. It has everything that you need. And if you don't have a specific template, then you can just make one. That's what an amazing thing about Kiwi Lane. So I did the pot, and I'm going to do the top part of it. It's about 1 inch thick. I never glue down my paper until I'm done at the end, just to make sure I don't need to make any adjustments or anything like that. So let's do the flowers. I chose 3 flowers to do. I'm going to use the pattern side. I'm using the accents, for the tiny accents for the card, for the flowers. Karen, that is an amazing idea to donate their cards. Now that I probably could do. I'm not positively sure if there's anything like that in my town. Another thing that I recently discovered, which I'm sure people probably already knew, that if you're using the card idea book, it doesn't have to stop at cards. You can take any idea and put it on the scrapbook page, or you can change up the theme of the card. Obviously, you can change the colors and just get an idea and run with it yourself, or you can do it exactly the way it is shown. Brandy, was your school collecting them to like handmade cards to give to people? I know our school collects cards and after Christmas and then takes off the writing side and just sends the cover to, as long as there's not writing on it, just sends the cover to troops or to nursing homes. I've never received a handmade card. I would love to. I went to a scrapbook retreat a couple weekends ago, and somebody was actually scrapbooking the cards that they had received. And I thought that was a really neat idea to cherish the cards that they have. That way you don't have to stuff them somewhere. Does anybody do anything with the cards that they receive, even if it's like a store-bought card? Yes, Karen, I love making cards. Like I said, scrapbooking has become a little bit overwhelming just for me. I have so much stuff and I don't really know where to begin with all of my stuff. So the last 2 or 3 retreats I've been to, I've done nothing but card making. Less stuff to take with me. I felt more accomplished at the end of the weekend. So it has been very relaxing, and I've liked doing it. Why I love to scrapbook too, and I need to get into it again. I think this year is just throwing me off completely. So I think I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. So there's my flowers, and I'll do the stems. I'm gonna do a 1/2 inch for them. Okay, there we go. That's a good idea, Brandy. I know my daughter has kept cards. I always feel bad for throwing cards away, but we get so many and it's very overwhelming too. Okay, 3 stems. And I also need to do this piece right here. It matches the stems, so I might as well just keep it up. Just going to make a mark so I know, oh, that's not straight. So I know about how long it should be. That's a really good idea, Judith. I think I remember doing a craft like that similar before. And we're going to do this piece here. This is Adorn. And I didn't do it very far. Sandra, you guys could be neighbors, not even know it. Let's see. I make sure my flower pot it fits. Kind of looking there a little bit wide to me. So let's see. So I think I have all my pieces cut out, except for the circle, which I'm going to use purple again. And I decided to use the springtime to make it like a cute little fancy tag. Every year for Christmas, I usually send out probably about 80 some cards. I always do my Christmas pictures of my kids and send them out to a lot of people. This year I did make some Christmas cards that I'll probably send. So that's going to change it up a bit. We need all the happy that we can get right now in this world. So another thing I always do, even with my scrapbooking, but especially with my card making, is I ink my edges. So I'll ink all of my edges. Since I started making cards, I've been curious as how other people store them. I bought a card like plastic tote to store them in, but it doesn't really store that many cards in it, and I feel like they kind of get squished. But I haven't really seen too many ideas as far as storage for your cards. Anybody have any suggestions on that? My goal is to have cards made for every occasion so I can just pull one out and send it. I don't have to worry about running to the store and wasting money. And that would be cute, Cassandra. I think so much better when it's handmade. So Joanne, it's just like one of those cardboard photo boxes that you can like get at Michael's. I'm definitely going to need more storage. I saw somebody stored some, I think, in one of those big plastic cases that has like the 4x6 or a little bit bigger for your photos that you can store your photos in and carry in them. But I make all different size cards, so it might not work for me. So Judith, you just kind of make as you need them and send. Joanne, do you like have a divider in them to do different occasions, or you just kind of go with it? Well, thanks, Mary. All right, I won't ink the brown pieces. I probably won't be able to see it that well. So I will now lay down my design. before I glue it. Because I'm sure there'll be something that I'll want to change. It's just how I am. So it's still crooked. I'm not a very good cutter tonight. I think it was the cutter I was using. I'm not used to using a small one. There we go. Still did it look straight. Now my flowers are going to overlap a little bit because I made them bigger than, but that's okay. I'm not really liking that piece here. I think I like that better. All right. Another thing, I don't usually stamp on the inside or write like anything on there. I have stamps to do that with. I just haven't done that yet. And I kind of wonder, do people write in them or just leave them hand stamp or just, you know, stamp something in them? Oh, it's going to be too big. No, look, and I stamped it on, or I did it on the wrong side. Oh well, changing it up. Happy accidents. Joanne, I asked if you put dividers in your photo box, how you stored them in there. That's better for me. And for my flowers, I was going to use pop dots. It looks like they have them popping a little bit as well. I love pop dots. I love to give my cards dimension. My best friend also loves pop dots. She takes them off of me all the time. So I think I'm going to put some layers on my flowers. Oh, that seemed awfully thick. There's more than one there. That makes more sense. Okay. So yeah, shoe boxes will work, but then that wouldn't give me an excuse to go to the craft store to look for storage. So I always need an excuse to go to the craft store, especially when the nearest one's like 2 hours away from me. You could always use pop dots to pop up these as well. With it being sent in the mail, I don't want to have too much thickness so it doesn't get too squished. All right. I want it to hang off the card. They are going to be overlapped. It's all right. I'm assuming the card in the book might be a little bit bigger of a card. Hmm. And it's going to hang off a little bit. And put a little bit of sparkle in the middle. Can never go wrong with that. And for the center saying, I have this, if I can get it off, this little sentiment. I made this card to send to my grandma. She's 85 years old and the rock of my family. So I want to send her this card. And it says, love of a family is life's greatest blessing. If I can get it on there right. And there we have it. Similar to the card in the book. I had to change it up a little bit to make it work for me, but that's great about Kiwi Lane is you can. And I will stamp the back of it. I just got this cute little stamp. And I have one that says handmade, and I'll put my name. But then I also have one that says I washed my hands before I made this card. It's appropriate for this time right now. So I appreciate everybody watching tonight. I hope that you enjoyed card making, and hopefully you did a little bit of card making yourself. Thank you, Joanne. And I hope you all have a great time crafting and sharing your crafts with your friends and family. And I hope you have a good evening. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.